Scilly Stories, getting to know the people of Scilly.
Good afternoon, Kylie.
Or good morning if people are listening to this, I guess.
Or good morning. What's new with you?
You know what? We say this every week and I always say not much. And it's kind of making me wonder what I actually do of a week. There's things that's been happening. There's farming stuff that's happening. So I don't know. I've been doing a bit of all sorts. I'm currently jiggling Elias on my back.
Standard.
Yes, exactly. Apparently he doesn't want to be in the backpack.
In this episode, we interviewed John Bourdeaux. And John, many people will know from his pottery down at Old Town. He's been there, I think he said he's been there 50 years, didn't he?
Oh, is that how long it was?
Yeah, he's been there a long time anyway, down at Old Town making his pots. And he's seen a lot of people coming into his workshop, and he's spoken to lots of people, and he had a lot of stories, didn't he?
Yeah, we kind of got an insight into, the kind of things he says to, his customers, and it was I thought it was quite funny, really.
Quite entertaining, wasn't he? I think he's king of stories.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so if you like a storyteller, he's definitely one to listen to.
John Bourdeaux's your man. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this episode. Okay, so we're here today with John Bourdeaux in John's pottery workshop in Old Town on St Mary's. And we start off generally, John, by asking what brought you to Scilly?
Been coming since I was born, basically, but coming every year. We were related to the Woodcock family. My grandmother was at Carnarvon. They had the farm there. And then we came to live here permanently in 1958. I was at Troy School. But at Troy School, I went to grade 8. I was with all the surnames at Troy School. So it was well settled in before we came to live here.
Okay,
I still think of myself as Cornish. I don't mean on those surname people.
So you're from Cornwall?
Yeah, Camborne.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah. I came in when I was about 10, but yeah. We went to school from here, more or less to it. Then went to church school with a lot of surnames and didn't like it a lot and ran away from school at 15.
Did you?
Went to London and got a job and did quite well. I became a buyer in Harrods in London.
Oh, did you?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And went to a meeting in about 1961 and they were sending me off to the States, to Macy's in New York for 4 months. I decided I didn't want to do that. So I retired at 21. I went to Paddington, came down, and my parents had the shop in town.
Bourdeaux shop.
Bourdeaux shop. And
What did they sell there then?
used to be tobacco and confectioners. And I was a bit of a prat in London. So I came back, so I wanted to come back to be normal again, being a high flyer in London. And within 4 years, your grandfather will tell you this, I was back to much a bigger prat as when I started, because I have estates and sea, building society, second-hand car business. Your grandfather and I had a shark fishing business, and your grandfather and I had a coin locker we used to sell.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, all these things. And kind of busier than I was when I left London.
Were you?
Yeah, and this is not what I wanted.
Mm.
So we had 2 children and a dog, and we decided, we sheltered in this little roofless building one day, and there's nothing, no roof, no floor, no windows or anything. We suddenly thought we'd be nice, make a nice boat shed to start with. Bought it from the Duchy of Cornwall, freehold, unheard of, mainly because I knew the land steward and used to go sailing with him. And then found the boat wouldn't go through the gate. And that's quite embarrassing. Bought this freehold building in Scilly, so we decided to become a potter. Because I wanted something I couldn't cheat at. Because when you're doing business things, you can always get someone else to do it for you or whatever. So the theory was a non-existent building, a non-existent skill, because I was a laughing stock to everybody for art, and no money as such. We had a rented house in Old Town. And all the money from the shop in town we gave to my parents so they could retire. And I think if you had any money, we'd never survive. But when you've got to survive, you go for it.
Yeah.
And it's been fantastic. Nearly 50 years now, yeah.
Been here 50 years?
Yeah, well, 1978. Bought it in 1976. So, yeah.
Really?
Went to college for 6 weeks, art college, and found they were useless because I was paying my own way. And useless, the wrong word. Prolonged. So came back and worked until morning at the far end. And we survived, yeah.
It's amazing when you don't have money how much creativity it fuels
If you've got
to
money,
make money.
you can go for it.
Yeah.
I'd sit by the door as if I had to go out past me, but all the seconds there, and we'd tell them it's not. And lovely people come to Scilly.
Yeah.
They were all willing you to do it.
Yeah.
That was the difference. Whereas all the locals said I needed psychiatric treatment, giving them business for nothing. I probably did.
Was it quite unusual to start potting over here then in that?
Well, no, Humphrey Wakefield, the other potter, brilliant potter, he's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he started me off.
Yeah.
And we had a bit of a tragedy in our lives. And he said, right, come up here and do some pots.
Yeah.
So he fired all my first pots and encouraged me and helped me go, got me exhibitions, and off we went.
Oh, wow.
We were very lucky. When I was at college, because I was being in business, I was teaching the youngsters business skills. I showed them how to write a letter to get an exhibition. I took it home to her in digs in Bournemouth. And my mother-in-law, very, very helpful as always, posted this letter to a gallery in the United States. It was just a draft letter, not meant to be posted or anything. And before I'd opened the pottery, Margaret came up one day. I was here at the spot. So I think you've got a problem. What's actually? Well, some people have just flown from Denver, Colorado. They're in Penzance, coming to see your pottery. I've written to say I was a famous potter and I could spare them a few pots for an exhibition.
Yeah.
And he turned up here in Scilly. So it's well-hill people. I thought, I'll take them out and give them lots of drinks. What happened? Teetotal. So I was out everywhere in Scilly to say, look, don't say when's the pottery open. And we set your grandfather's toy coin locker. We had David Langsworthy working for us, who sadly passed away last week. Right, David, you're a good man. So we took them in and we put some of the pots I've made at college in your grandfather's shop. They said, Boss John, I can't keep up. They're doing really well. And there were weird things, they're wonderful things, but different. And we had an exhibition in Denver, Colorado.
Wow.
A place called Banbury Fair. And then, of course, all the people came in and saw my bent pots and thought I was really genius. I did in the end. In fact, I couldn't make straight pots. So I'd make small pots and join them up, teapots with holes in them and all sorts of things. Things you learn, like making a teapot, if you don't put the spout the right height, or you just pours out, pour it in and stays out on the table. So those I'd put a stick of wren on it and a hedge roll and sell it as an abstract.
Oh, wow.
And that's how we started. Then people thought, well, God, he's got an exhibition in the States. And off we went.
Yeah.
Banbury Fair in the States, yeah.
Oh, incredible.
So got through the first year, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so exciting, yeah. Good. Only because of Margaret. She's wonderful, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's your wife, Margaret.
Yeah.
How did you meet?
She came here as a nurse.
Yeah.
And we went out on April, Tim Richards' wedding,
Yeah.
55 years ago. We went out in April 31st, and she took until July the 1st to say yes. Long time, isn't it?
You knew then?
Never work. Never work. Yeah, she's here for a few months before that, probably from the first time I went out. So yeah, we married in November. So.
Oh, really? That quickly?
Mm.
The rest is history.
Yeah, very lucky. She's great.
Yeah.
Very tolerant. She married a business person, ended up with a scruffy old potter. So. And we live upstairs now, which is great.
Yeah.
It's an ideal lifestyle. No pension. That's the only thing when you become a potter, and your mum will tell you that. You don't. But you have a quality of life.
Mm.
And also, I think the other reason we became a potter was Humphrey was a good experience as well, because you're classless. No one can actually put you in any position. Can't judge you. So people talk to you and they don't normally talk.
Mm.
And we get some strange people in sometimes. Some very Tresco people. Sorry, Tresco. But do you want to hear a story about Tresco people?
Go on.
Not Tresco people, sorry. No, they weren't. But you don't have to, you can't even edit this. This is about a month ago. I heard a voice saying, oh, George, let's go into this little place. And he said, you coming in? No, I don't like bric-a-brac. Oh, sorry, you are. Oh, God, here we go. And she said, oh, it's a bit shabby in here, she said. Well, then she saw me. It's even shabbier. She said, do you ever sell anything? I said, no, missus, we don't have to. She says, what? I said, oh, no, missus, we get a grant. She says, what? George, this chappie gets a grant. He comes in. Honestly, he says, yes. I said, sorry, sir? Grant? I said, oh, yes, sir. I said, handsome. I said, we get £50 a week and £20 a night down the local hostelry for beverages and comestibles. I don't know what comestibles are, but I'm sure they're very nice. And he said, well, why do you get his grant? I said, oh, well, I said, we all be out workers next year prison. I said, handsome. I said, they take our tags off. You're out for a month. I said, next year we might be out for good. And this woman was walking away from me as I was speaking, so I came out. But I said, I'll tell you what, I said, you ladies seem to like a few of us criminals. Darcy, let's go. Darcy, these are the true names. I don't know if they ever listened to this. And I'll say that. I knew more about it. So a couple over there in the corner. It's pouring laughter. Anyway, last week, a message came from the Minister of the Southwest.
Yeah.
Mr. Bourdeaux, yes, he said, can you tell us about who's tumbling these criminals in the old city? Apparently, he come back and complained. Allegedly, I should say, but God.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's the sort of, where you can turn something nicely.
Yeah.
Somebody's really rude to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you kind of have fun like
Lots
that?
of people, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all, because if you find a business card just around the corner, I know it would have gone on my book. For example, I left school, if you was reading the book, I left school with no qualifications whatsoever, so I ran away at 15. SFA CAMS, CGS. So I got a professorship, read the card. I gave myself, I haven't. It sounds good. So Professor Bourdeaux, SFA CAMS. Looks a bit like Cambridge. In fact, it's Camborne. So Sweep Fanny Adam, or Sweep, whatever.
Yeah.
Camborne, Master of Puss. That's the only thousands of years.
You're giving away your secrets.
Yeah, we shouldn't air this.
There's just one, you can deal with different people, really.
Yeah.
It's the knack of it, because I've been doing it since I was 15. And I love it. I love people.
Have you noticed like a change in tourism over the years, and like who you're seeing and how that works?
Yes, well, no, it's the same basic. If you see the wall there, and all around the pottery, there's about several hundred heights of children. And those children are coming back at 60 now.
Really?
You've got the same sort of people, third, fourth generation coming back.
Yeah.
Because I think your mum's probably the same. We need people, like some people need food. Just enjoy having people in, enjoying them. And the last thing you do, never try and sell something.
Yeah.
You don't want to make them feel embarrassed. If they want to buy it, it's lovely. If not, come and have a nice chat.
Yeah.
And that's the way the world goes round. There's nothing worse than pouncing on someone, I think.
Yeah.
I have lovely chats with people that come into the gallery.
Yeah, I know. Eileen's the same. She's great, isn't she?
Yeah, she's brilliant.
You've got quite a following, I guess, haven't you?
Well, we're lucky,
from that?
yes. Yeah. We're lucky to get several hundred Christmas cards and things.
Do you? Oh, wow.
I send mostly to myself. So,
Tell us about when you were younger, then growing up in Scilly. You were saying that you knew my granddad quite well.
Your great granddad. You knew your granddad, of course, and Uncle Alfred and whatever. Uncle Alfred and I are the same age.
Right.
More or less, I'm 80 now. So we used to go and live in the canoes. And there was the off from the canoe, Peter Thompson and David Thompson and Alfred and me. And we'd have canoes and we'd go off and live on them.
Where would you live?
Any on the beaches, on the seas, to go around, borrow a few apples sometimes from Tesco or whatever. And it's just a wonderful way of life. So I worked on the boats for a bit in the summers. I used to come over when I was at trust school, to come stay with the Thompsons and worked on the boats, which was great. Then got paid, just a lovely way of life.
Yeah.
And that's before the association.
Okay.
The Pixies and the Thompsons were all in, they'd be down the main street turning for business. That's why they had to have in the end, it was really driven when the association came.
Oh, so they were sort of
Fighting for trade.
Right.
Your Uncle Guthrie and Frank Thompson, a free fight outside the mermaid once.
Did they?
Yeah.
I can imagine it.
And then they got the association. There's Lloyd and your great grandfather, their brothers, and they had a boat called Swordfish, and they were potting from that. And that eventually became the first pleasure boat. The first pleasure boat the Hickses had, the Swordfish, little small.
The one that your dad still got now?
Yeah.
And it was fascinating because they always had the red boats, and the Thompsons had the white boats. But they all did when the association came, all went together, which was nice.
When you went in the canoe, did you go to kind of off islands then and
Yeah,
camp
we did.
out?
Yeah, camps at Sampson and the Eastern Isles or whatever, and go fishing.
Yeah.
Because David Thompson used to be a mad fisherman. He ended up a full-time fisherman, but before he left school,
Yeah. How old were you when you do that then?
12, 13 or 14.
Wow, what a childhood.
I used to go off. Well, Peter Thompson, who started the galley, well, he was our cook. I used to go off. I always used to cook. For catch fish and cook the fish. Then he'd make pancakes for us, sweet pancakes, but all on the same pan. Never tasted anything like it. Fish pancakes. They were great days.
What adventures!
Yeah. I think our most embarrassing time, I don't know, it's your Uncle Alfred or Peter or one of us, we decided to go down to Bishop in our canoes. And a pleasure boat came up beside us, the Nemo, with Geoffrey Thompson in it, and full of people. And we were going on, you little so-and-sos, picked us up, stuff our necks and put us in the boat. Because we were down there illegally, 12, 14-year-olds canoeing off the Bishop. Not probably the best thing to do, but it was so embarrassing. 60 people looking at you, being told off.
Oh gosh, having a talking down.
Yeah.
Over your years of living here, what kind of like Solonian traditions have you noticed?
Well, they're gone, haven't they? I think a lot of them. From allegedly, everyone at Christmas and New Year's Eve, people would steal gates and move them and things like that.
Did they?
Yeah, to take gates, and move them around. But no, it's nothing like that at all.
Yeah.
There's a lot like lancing. Have you ever done that?
Oh gosh, yes. Do you want to hear interesting story, no relation to yours. I want to know who it was. Tim Richards, who lives here. We decided to go Lancing one New Year's Eve, I think it was. And we'd had a party, dinner party. We got in the car and we all drove down. We went to Watermill and couldn't find any lamps there. So we came down to Old Town. And the tide was right out. We went out with rakes to get the lamps and got a few. And then we went round. There's a big clump of rocks. Sorry. There's a Sloanian gentleman, quite well known, sat with two young ladies behind the rock in a state of slight undress. On a spring tide.
They didn't expect you guys all down there.
No relation to any of you two, it's all right. That was probably tradition. That was Lancing.
So any other traditions?
Not I can think of as such.
Yeah.
No. So you don't think of them, do you?
Yeah, it's not until someone mentions them.
Certainly winkling, yeah, but people don't eat winkles much anymore, don't they?
No, we always go winkling on Good Friday.
Yeah.
The kids love them.
They're lovely.
Yeah, they really.
Put them in vinegar and salt and pepper.
Yeah, they just take hours to pick out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to have a carnival every year, which is gone now.
Yeah.
That was amazing. About 20 floats.
Really?
Mm.
That was still going when I was younger.
That's
Carnival,
it.
yeah. And the water carnival, I loved that.
Oh, that was amazing. Again, as youngsters, we were wicked. People line up. We used to have a greasy pole and things like that.
Mm.
And we'd be tempted to walk down and push a number of people pushing the water fully clothed. That was your family.
Sad all those things have stopped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then your great grandfather, on his birthday every year, he'd go for a swim. If you knew that, he never swam ever. He'd always go for a swim in the harbour, fully clothed. That was his thing. And your grandmother used to she'd sit there in her little mini, really cross with him. And covered with, yes, that was always a tradition for him to swim on his birthday, but fully clothed.
And you swim regularly, don't
Every
you?
day, yes. Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about that. How did that start?
Cocoons. Well, there's a film called The Cocoons. One of the local people in Youngstown City saw us lot swimming. Stomper and I started, Michael Bortwell, 1962. We used to play water polo in the harbour with about 10 other Peter Nance, or lots of locals, or mostly Deadmo. And we just kept swimming all the way through. And someone saw us coming out of the water about 7 or 8 years ago. They got David Parr swimming in, whatever. And they said, oh, they look like cocoons from this film. It was an old folks' home. And apparently an alien landed in the swimming pool. And these old people went in and came out rejuvenated. So we're called cocoons.
I wondered where that came from.
So
That
there's
name.
18 of us now swimming.
Yeah.
Sometimes. All generations now.
I love
Got a
seeing
Christmas
it.
party next week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love seeing you all because, I always think
Well,
you're like the
it's-
High Tide Club. At
Yeah,
High Tide,
it's cocoons.
yeah, you see him down
We've
there.
got badges. It's so good, social, physical, and mental.
Yeah.
And that's quite something in a small place.
Mm.
And both your boys live away, don't they?
Yeah, sadly, Andrew is a 777 captain of British Airways, flies the big jets, and Ben lives in Ben lived in the Caribbean, most of his life, until he got married. He's now married to a doctor in Canada with 2 lovely children. So, and the Solonians don't know they can't do things.
Mm.
They don't look up or down on anyone.
It is like that, isn't it? Solonian.
That's Solonian, yeah.
Yeah. What is that?
I mean, Andrew, is a pilot, senior pilot now at British Airways. There were 50,000 applications for 50 places. And he got a place on the cadetship. Didn't cost a cent. Only because he didn't know he couldn't.
Mm.
And that's silly for you. You're used to mixing with everybody, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know that with your, the kids and things.
Yeah.
And the boys, yeah.
Yeah. It's just amazing. You see, it's like Scilly gets you really far, doesn't it? People that are from here.
It does,
Just,
yeah. And
yeah.
your grandfather was amazing with people. I mean, he did radio program on this. He was the face of Scilly. He was absolutely fantastic. I always remember the Colossus program he did. Have you ever seen that?
I don't think
He
I have.
started
No.
the Colossus with Mark Horriman and Graham. He was going to make millions. Of course, they didn't. But they filmed the whole thing going up to it. And it was amazing. Yeah,
So take it out and have a look.
yeah.
Yeah. You're learning lots on these
Yeah.
interviews, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am, yeah.
So did you dive on the shipwrecks then?
We used to do a lot of snorkel, spearfishing and whatever. But
Yeah.
gold coins, amazing. Littering the place that some of them were picking up. Yeah.
Really? Just
Mm.
making them all up?
Mm.
Wow. I'm too scared to dive, but I would love to see
It's
it.
the nicest diving anywhere in the world. It's so lovely. You've got the seaweeds and this, that, whatever. It's clear and clean and nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lovely here. Yeah.
Nice. That makes me think about the Seater.
Yeah.
Has there been many spectacles since, other than the Seaters? Like, what's kind of big spectacles that have happened since you've been here?
I was in charge of the police here at the time. I was in Commissioner of Devon Cornwall Police on the main board for several years. And when the Seater went aground, I had to give a speech, a talk about it in Exeter. And I was saying, right, there's no full mobile phones. The police have no mobile phone to do things. And I said, well, there's been no real problems at all. And there weren't. And I said, oh, God. My shed had computer mice in it. The kids had got We found out it was owned by a bunch of German dentists, I think. And they didn't pay for any of the salvage. So a lot of stuff's in Scilly all the way around, which people are keeping in custody for them in case they ever need it.
Yeah. I love hearing the stories of them.
A lovely one was a whole lot of doors came ashore under Poppy Rock out of Peninis. And I think your uncle again, they went out and they got all these doors up the cliff, amazingly. To kill them to do it. And they went down to the bottom and got the boat off and came back up the cliff and they saw all their doors being driven off. Someone had taken them. They'd taken them to the driving up. They managed to stop them. They were saving the things that they borrowed as well.
So they'd done the hard work.
They weren't stolen, they were borrowed. Salvaged.
It did make you think, though. It made you realise what things were like probably hundreds of years ago when there was a shipwreck, and it wouldn't have just been.
They lived on it, wasn't it? I mean, Poppy Rock. Do you know the story of that?
No.
Yeah, they used to say that the parson would go out to Poppy Rock and pray for a shipwreck. So if there is a shipwreck, they say, if there's a shipwreck, pray be it lands on the Scilly.
Yeah.
And that's why it's called Poppy Rock.
Really?
Yeah. And they'd have donkeys going across the thing with lights on their tails. They looked to make them think it was it was safe.
Yeah.
Your answer, girl.
It's funny, isn't it, how people, even now, I think if a shipwreck happened now, I think people would
amazing.
They'd go into action.
I was down there, it's amazing. And they'd say, anybody have a pair of size 14 shirts? I had a left foot. Those trainers came ashore. And there was Lego and doors. And the best one was somebody got a whole lot of gravestones. Polished gravestones. They're still on the island, I think. No one wanted them. Polished granite, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Marks and Spencer shirts, shoes, Lego, lots of things, yeah.
I remember Dave saying to me that like his dad was busy,
every day, wasn't he?
Yeah, busy like taking the doors up the beach, and Dave picked up a box of computer mice, and his dad was like, "Why have you got them? Yeah. No one will ever get them." And he sold them for like 400 quid, which was a lot of money.
That's what it used to be like, obviously, isn't it? Yeah, every house in Scilly used to have bits of wreckage on it.
Yeah. Well, I bet if you look in all the barns everywhere, then
you would find a lot.
Yeah, there's bits of.
Sally Key, you know about that, don't you?
Tell me.
Sir Cloudesley?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us the story though.
Well, Sir Cloudesley shovel washed ashore on Porthalloch.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a very nice man. He'd had a Sloanian flogged. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Before they went ashore, yeah.
I didn't know that.
The Sloanian said on board the ship, said, "Sir, you're getting close to the rocks." And in those days, you never criticised an admiral of the fleet, and he's flogged for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, they lost most of the British fleet, but a few people survived. Anyway, he was washed up on Porthalloch with a great, massive ring of state, and that ring went missing, and so did one of his fingers. And that ring has been seen. This is again allegedly, or was seen, from Sally King.
Someone told me once that it was in the walls of the farm.
It's there somewhere.
I've knocked about 3 walls down already.
Well,
I love those old stories.
Well, that is the punch. He's one finger missing.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the ring off, so he chopped the finger off.
Yeah.
It was very hard times in those days in cities. If you think to make a living over a few fields.
Yeah.
It was still very feudal, extremely feudal. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think Solonians now have still got, back then they must have been so resilient. Do you think?
No, it doesn't need to be. It's different altogether now, yeah. Because money came. In the 60s, there was a big housing boom here.
Yeah.
And everything altered. Flats were built, Golden Bay and this, that, and everything altered.
Yeah. Do you think that was tourism that changed it?
Yes, totally, yeah.
Do you think tourism's still kind of popular? Do you think it's kind of
I think it was busier in the 60s. Because everyone had a cottage and they take somebody in, bed and breakfast, this or whatever.
Yeah.
And we had Holgate's Hotel and all the hotels are going slowly. and the bed and breakfast are changed into flat, or the hotel, the guest hotels have gone into flats, so decreases the people.
Yeah.
And one time we had the Sloane bringing 600 a day, and the Queen of the Isles, sister ship from the steamship, bringing 300 as well. So it's 1,000 a day coming in,
Wow.
day trippers. And then we had the airline started, and that sort of altered things a lot.
Yeah. You notice with the people that come now, like there's often a link, isn't there?
Yes.
They came when they were a kid.
That's what I say, all the, on the wall here,
Yeah.
all the measurements, yeah. And they're the real people who come, they love Scilly for Scilly.
Yeah.
Because Scilly, people don't come for what Scilly's got, we come for what we don't have.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You can't be portfolio on a quiet day. You don't want to, a stall down there selling this or that, or a tour or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm.
Apart from the kids here. The kids are very entrepreneurial and Scilly, you know. They'll they'll paint a shell, they'll set up a store. You know, they're really entrepreneurial kids, aren't they?
Yeah, they always have been.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Naturally what kids want to do, I think.
Granddad and I, we had this shark fishing business, and we would sell the livers of the sharks to the Atlantic.
Would you?
Yeah, and the French would buy them off us. Yeah. Now we put the sharks back, quite rightly so. But we let one. We had a member of Parliament living next door to where your family used to live, and he was complaining about things in the harbour, you know, noise of the boats. So he came in one day, allegedly, let 2 6-foot sharks loose in the harbour. The whole time. Oh God, he went berserk.
Gosh.
Stupid thing to do, but you know, 16 or 17, it's quite funny really. They wouldn't have hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Your grandfather's fault.
Yeah.
So that's what the devilment has gone.
Yeah.
Now it's crime.
Yeah.
What used to be fun and naughtiness is now crime, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because you talk to people and they've always got like really cheeky, naughty stories to tell. And
Well,
yeah,
I was commissioner of police here and held a meeting in the town hall once, and everyone was complaining about youngsters riding bicycles without lights. And I was joining in. I saw you having a look to the police. Sort of desperate was there. Just another thing like this. And a note came up. It says, Mr. Bourdeaux, top this. It wasn't you used to have reversing races around the island when you were drunk, was it? Because it's having tough. And reverse where the islands to race in reverse. So, and all these people now sort of pillars of the community, which was just pure fun.
yeah, you were naughty once upon a time.
Yeah. Well, it was, didn't think of it naughty in those days, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep bringing your family into this. Your grandfather, great-grandfather, and Mr. Roberts, down the road, they're both passed away now. Holy Vale, these used to be some posh people lived at Holy Vale, the Woodcocks and the Ward family, really. And they used to come to town hall dances in their lovely dresses and whatever on a Saturday night, because that was the aristocracy of Scilly. And they would come in their cars, and Mr. G. Hicks and Mr. Roberts would take the cars and drive them around the island for an hour and put them back. No one ever do. They see no harm in it at all.
Yeah. What do you think the future of Scilly kind of looks like? 30 years' time, you know, what do you think it will look like here?
No, I think it's not now. I think it's depopulating like mad. Actually, no, it's getting expensive to come here, I think. Scilly is beautiful for what Scilly is.
Yeah.
I mustn't try and make it something it isn't. Because true Scilly lovers will always come.
Yeah.
That's my thought to it. No, you, but we all love Nuki Weekend, and not the gig weekend. Will be very, very important. But we don't want 2 of them. Because that weekend it messes everything up. It's not silly as Scilly is. It's lovely to see youngsters enjoying it. We've all done it. We've been there. And good to have that once a year, or twice a year perhaps, but not the whole time. If you go wrongly, yeah, I think it's got a good future ahead of it.
Yeah.
But not trying to be something we're not.
Yeah.
Just the beauty of it, really, I think. I think, people at Work Stuff, and they do a good job for Scilly.
Yeah.
And Catherine Soyle, that's good. Yeah.
Yes.
And the boatmen are fantastic, as always. They are the front of Scilly. We used to come on holiday here many years ago. I remember as a child before I came to live here. We used to stay in Springfield Hotel. It was a lovely hotel in those days. But the boatmen were a part of your life. And they were kind and friendly and nice, and they still are, I think, yeah.
What do you think is one of the most difficult things about living in Scilly?
Transport, I think. Cost of transport is one of the things. Getting to be, I think.
We can hear something now coming in.
Yeah. Timing.
Yeah, I think all sorts of things. It'd be interesting to see what happens in the new hospital. They're going to do a bit more. We used to do an awful lot more at the hospital here than we do now. We used to do operations here. Oh yeah, Dr. Bell, you do appendix, this, that, all sorts of things to the hospital when Margaret first came. That's slowly being dissipated now. We fly people away all the time. And perhaps they've got to, but that seems a shame why we need the haven. It's frightening. We can't even do it. They don't do an x-ray, because it comes on a Thursday if it's not foggy. And used to have doctors go out and do an x-ray straight away. Things like that need to come up a bit, I think. Perhaps they will with the new setup. I think they're talking about it.
Yeah. There isn't a class system over here.
There used to be.
There would be on
There used to be.
Oh, really?
Yes, in the 50s and 60s there was. And that went just after the war. It started to break down.
Yeah.
But there was a very big class system. There was the head teacher, the parson, the bank managers, and the doctors, and the duchy. And they used to go out for Saturday nights all that together, and they'd look at the golf club, they'd look at you came in.
Really?
And that was beaten down.
Yeah.
When my father first came here, we bought Bourdeaux shot from Vic Fenwith. You know who Vic Fenwith? He used to get a window in the church. And there were some people here then who were anti-mainlanders. They didn't want them. They were that indigenous. And there's a lady who's passed on now, who stood outside our shop, we bought it, and canvassed people not to go in there because they were mainlanders.
Really?
Yeah. And your great uncle came down the road, Lloyd Hicks. He said, "What are you doing, missus? These mainlanders," said, "Listen, missus, that mainlander fought beside me on the Russian convoy for 4 years. Your husband stayed home and sold flowers. Never had another problem."
Really?
And they formed an Outlander club at one time. At that time, this is talking about the class system.
Yeah.
What was that then?
The Outlander club, where people who moved to him couldn't get on.
If there was kind of a what's the word I'm trying to say? Like COVID or like a mass. What am I trying to say?
Disaster or some sort of threat.
It could have happened to Torrey Canyon, for example.
Yeah.
The wives and Torres wives.
But for Scilly, do you feel like it would be okay here? Like people can, if needs be, they can all club together very quickly.
It used to be. I'm not quite sure now.
Yeah.
For example, in Old Town, there used to be a whole community. When your lot were down there, and you get a boat up, and 20 people coming out to help you get the boats up.
Yeah.
All that's gone now. The community things, the community spirit has gone as such. And COVID, we didn't appear a lot of community spirit in COVID, I don't think, because we're all so independent now. We've got flaming, technology.
Yeah, it's separated us.
Yeah, and we're all watching television, me included, Whereas you go down for a whisk drive, the big thing on the Elf Island, a whisk drive would never miss it on St Agnes or it's that. Now you watch, have I got news for you on television instead?
Yeah.
So media's broken down an awful lot about the community bit.
Before we finish up, John, the question that we always ask.
Sorry, I've stopped talking.
No, it's lovely. It's been really lovely. What's your favourite bit about Scilly?
Unpretentious, quiet. Yeah, certainly. Yeah, I love it. Yes. And the people, really. I'm 80 now, and we were going to think about trying the name in many years ago. I wouldn't dream of it. Just go down the street and this one that one you go in the car. And there's always someone to keep an eye on you. Well, you two, next generation down, or 3 generations down. We've got links all the way through, which is fascinating. And that you can't get somewhere else.
Mm.
Yeah, everybody's connected here, aren't they?
Yeah, if they want to be. Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed that episode.
Yeah, if you want to see any pictures that link to the episode, head to our social media as we often update there with a bit of information. And if you'd like to like and follow us, then please do.
What we've not yet mentioned is that several people have given us lovely reviews on Apple Podcasts and also on Spotify. And we really appreciate that. Thank you so much to those people that have taken the time to write a lovely review. It's really thoughtful and we've really appreciated it. Thank you so much. That's it from us for now, but hopefully we'll be back soon.